All right, today I want to show you one of the best ways to get real estate leads, whether you're a mortgage broker or a real estate agent. This is something I've been doing for several years, and I've now built a tool to make it incredibly easy to do. Basically, what we're doing is we're taking listings from Zillow and we're posting them on Facebook Marketplace. Why are we posting on Facebook Marketplace? Because there are a ton of buyers on Facebook Marketplace, and a lot of the buyers also need to sell their home. So we can get a couple different types of clients there. Obviously, we can get buyers, but a lot of those buyers, when they need to sell, we can also help them sell their home. And if you are a mortgage broker or you're dually licensed like me, I'm a mortgage broker and a real estate agent, then you can help people multiple different ways. So let me just show you the overall strategy of what we're doing. So one thing that I do is I go on to the local MLS and I find agents that have a few listings in areas that I want to advertise and attract buyers in. And then I reach out to those agents, whether they're with my brokerage or not, and I ask them permission to be able to post their property on Facebook Marketplace, post their listing on Marketplace. And the reason I ask permission is because I just don't want to deal with any drama later on. I'd rather just get a clear response from them saying, yes, you can advertise the listing no matter what. And then any buyers that I get, I don't have to worry about any kind of drama later on. What I do is I reach out to them. I ask them about their specific listing. I say it's obviously been on the market for a little while. Would it be okay if I advertised it on Facebook Marketplace and hopefully bring you a great buyer? And oftentimes somebody like Wendy will say, sure, thanks for asking. Go ahead. This one, Destiny, said, I never mind. Feel free to share any of my listings. If I get somebody like Destiny, then I'm going to always track her listings. And anytime a new one pops up, I'm going to go and promote it. And then Christy said, sure, you can share it. So I've never been told no. I either don't get a response at all or I get told yes. And once I have about 5 or 10 of these, then I can go over to Zillow. And let's just say that this was one of Destiny's properties here. So I click on this property. And then what happens, I have this Chrome plugin called Relister, which you can get with a link down below. It's an incredible deal. It's only $37 a month right now. And you can get a free trial for a limited time. So go ahead and take advantage of that. But I install that Chrome plugin, and then this green button pops up on all of these Zillow listings that I go to. And all I do is I tap this button, and I'm not touching anything. It's going to bring everything, the pictures, the description, the price, the property type, all that stuff. It's going to pull that over to Facebook Marketplace and automatically fill all this stuff in for me so I don't have to do it. Now, I've done this strategy for a long time, and I was able to get a lot of clients from this, but I had to manually do this. I had to, especially this picture part, that took forever because I had to download all the pictures and then upload them one by one, and that alone took a few minutes to do. So overall, this process could take 5, 10, sometimes 15 minutes if I get distracted in between. This whole thing wraps up in about a minute, sometimes less, depending on how many pictures there are. And once all the pictures are completed, then we'll see a little green button pop up over here, letting me know that it's all done. So you'll notice that in just a second. Looks like we're almost done with the pictures here. Okay, and you see this autofill complete, and all we do is we go down and confirm the address. So I just tap over here, and I tap Cleveland, Texas here, and then I hit next. And then if I'm a member of any of the buy-sell trade groups in the area, which I recommend, then you can add those as well. So let's see, there's a Cleveland buy-sell trade. And I join a bunch of these, so I can go through and add. Here's another one. Let's just say that's it. And then I just hit publish. Now, one cool thing with the Chrome plugin is that you can also just tap up here, and you'll have a license key that you'll get when you subscribe. And then you can fill in a header and a footer. So if you need to put your license number or a call to action at the beginning, like your phone number or your website or anything, you can do all that right here. And that will automatically fill in every single Facebook listing. So we just do this 5, 10, 15 times a day, and then we get a stable of all of these properties that are listed here, and we start getting responses. And one cool thing is what Facebook does, once you have something posted here, you can see it's a little hard to see, but it says renew in 1 day. So if I can zoom in a little, renew in 1 day. So every 7 days you can go and renew the post on here, and then you don't have to go back and even go to Zillow. You can just keep updating this as long as the price stays the same. So I try to get like 15, 20, 30 of these going, and then I have a stable of properties that I can just have over and over and over again until they sell. But I get a lot of responses from these. You're typically going to get something like this, somebody is already reaching out to me on one of the other properties. You're going to get an initial, hey, is this still available? So then I just respond to those people, yes, it is. Would you like to go see it? If they say yes, then I say, okay, are you planning to pay cash, or would you like help with financing as well? And because I'm a licensed mortgage broker as well. So typically they're going to say they need financing, and then I can bring them down that path of getting them pre-qualified and then go and show them properties. If you are not licensed as a mortgage broker, then have somebody in your stable that you can confidently refer the people over to and say, hey, this is a good resource for you to get pre-qualified. Then we can go and look for properties. Now, one little secret, what I'm doing, I don't show properties. So I don't list properties. I don't typically represent buyers. What I've been doing is just attracting all of these leads. And as they're pre-qualified, I refer them out to other agents all over the state of Texas, which I'm licensed in. And then as I add other licenses, I'll be expanding that. But Texas is such a big state, I don't think I'll run out of opportunities there. But if I decided to expand even further, I'll be referring deals all over the nation. So that is kind of my model. I like to just wake up every day, post these properties, and then get buyers or potential buyers to reach out to me. I get a handful of those every day to get pre-qualified. And then as they get pre-qualified, not only can I help with the loan, but also I can refer the deal over to a great agent that wants to go and show them all the properties that they want to see. And any listings I get, I can obviously refer those out as well. So let's just put a potential in here. There's no guarantee you'll make any money at all, but just a sample here, just based on, say, 20 leads. If I could do 20 of these a month, because I can do this all over Texas without leaving my house, at a typical price point of, say, $300,000, a commission of 2.5%. That is a total commission of $150,000 for all 20 of those deals. If I take a 25% referral fee, that's $37,500 just on the real estate referral side. I also have the opportunity at my mortgage company to refer deals internally, and so then I can get a commission on that as well. So it can turn into a really lucrative business just by waking up every day and doing this. There's some stuff you have to put up with. You have to deal with a lot of tire kickers and people that aren't interested, but as long as you systemize your follow-ups, it's going to be pretty easy to do. So if you want to take advantage of this tool, you can use the Relister tool, and basically it's just, again, a Chrome plugin, and it takes all the listings from Zillow over to Marketplace. We'll do another one in just a second just to kind of show you, but it takes you less than a minute to get set up. You get a license key, you fill it in here, and then you put your header and footer, and then the next time that you visit a property on Zillow, you're going to see that green button pop up. So let's just say it was this one. And you'll see in a second the green button will pop up, and then we just hit post property, and it does the same thing and brings all the pictures over and everything. Now, one cool thing that I've been doing too, just a little bonus strategy, is I like to find properties that are in pockets where there's some kind of unique financing option, like USDA, for example. So I'll show you this tool, USDA Property Eligibility Map. So if I tap on that and then I hit accept here, let me go back to the one that I just posted. Okay, so I found it here, and it's 206 South Fenner Avenue. If I go to this eligibility map and I search it, you can see that this, oops, let me do it one more time. This is in an eligible area for USDA. What's unique about USDA is that it allows for 100% financing, so no money down, which is a great thing, especially for these first-time home buyers. So all over, if I'm doing this statewide, maybe you're like in the heart of Los Angeles and you're like, we don't have any eligible areas. There are outskirts. When I was a licensed agent and mortgage broker in California, in Los Angeles, I would do this too. I'd find all the outskirts, a little more rural areas around Los Angeles or around my big city, and find what places are eligible. You can use this map and kind of see, if we scroll out here, you can see this is Greater Houston, but this particular property that I just found, like all this tan area is eligible, which is great. The red area is not, the orange area is not. So this is the Dallas area. You can see all this area, all of this is eligible. It doesn't mean that the people will definitely qualify, but it means that the property area is eligible. So I can find properties all over all these little cities and advertise that they're eligible for USDA financing. Obviously, you have to follow your own local rules and regulations for what you can say in a post, but that is a great way to find not only a great loan program, no money down, but obviously sometimes you can find like $200,000, $300,000 properties that are eligible in here, and obviously the income requirements have to match up as well. But it's a great way to just literally do this all day long, and 100% financing is going to attract a lot of people. So, and oftentimes these agents, for whatever reason, don't know that the property could qualify for that. And so you can open up your buyer pool even greater and help more people buy homes. So again, we're finding properties, we're going on Zillow, we're just finding agents that are allowing us to post. If you have your own listings, then obviously you can do this yourself, but then we just find whichever property, say it's this one, and this, I assume, let's see if this one's eligible too. Decent looking house here. We search it. Sometimes in Cleveland it's not, but let's just see. Yep, it is too. So this address is located in an eligible area. So it doesn't have to be farmland. It can just be kind of in the outskirts of town. And what we can do is post on Marketplace. And I haven't gotten permission from this agent, so I'm not going to actually post it, but you'll just see the process one more time. And I love this because, again, this used to take me an hour or two every day to do if I was doing 10 plus properties. I can do this in less than 10 minutes while I'm having my first cup of coffee there. So it's uploading all the images, and then it's going to pull in the property address in a second. And you can just do this over and over and over again. If you're licensed mortgage broker, then you have even more opportunity for the financing side. But if you're an agent, you can still just have somebody that you know say, hey, I'm going to be getting a lot of first-time homebuyer leads coming through. Could I count on you to send them over and get them pre-qualified? And most mortgage brokers are going to be thrilled to hear that. Okay, so we click over here, and we're going to get the address selected one more time. There we go, that one in Cleveland. Let's find that again. Cleveland, Texas. Okay, hit next and do the same thing that we just did. So that's how all of that works. And other than that, if you have any questions, feel free to comment them down below. Otherwise, there'll be a link to a free trial, which is not going to be around forever. This is just kind of as we're launching this. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. And other than that, I'll see you on the next video. Thanks.